This is the question we raised at the end of the previous video. How do metals react with solutions of other metal salts? The concept is simple. The more reactive metal will displace the less reactive one from their compounds. For instance, in this reaction, if metal A is more reactive than metal B, then this is what we will get on the product side. We can perform a simple experiment to understand this. Take a copper wire and an iron nail. Make sure they're clean. We will need two test tubes, one with a solution of iron sulfate and another with a solution of copper sulfate. Now put the copper wire in a solution of iron sulfate and the iron nail in a solution of copper sulfate. We wait for about half an hour and see what happens. We see that a reaction has taken place only in the test tube in which the iron nail is placed. We see that the nail is coated with a pinkish brown deposit which is nothing but copper. And don't assume it's rust. It's not rust. It happens because iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. If it's kept for a few hours, a large amount of copper will be displaced from the copper sulfate solution and iron takes its place to form iron sulfate solution, which is green in color. What about the reaction in the other test tube? Yes, there's no reaction at all. And that's because iron is more reactive than copper. Copper will not displace the iron here. So what are we trying to learn here? Our aim in this series of videos was to find out the order of reactivity of metals. Making metals react with oxygen, water and acids gave us a brief idea about the order. And conducting many such experiments will also give us an insight into which metals are more reactive. So after many experiments and trials, the following reactivity series has been developed. The reactivity of metals decreases as we move from the top towards the bottom.